Hi, day 1 of science experiments. I'm going to show you how to set up rainbow water. So, what you're going to do is you're going to have 6 little cups. These are those 9-ounce cups. And you're going to fill every other one with water. Now, God is so good, and He made all of the laws of science, and the laws of science don't change, because God never changes. And wasn't it awfully wonderful that He made our world in color? Okay, it's much more interesting this way. So we are going to show you how we can take 3 colors, blue, red, and yellow, and make these walk to make some intermediate colors. These are the primary colors. First of all, we need to create these little bridges of paper towels. So what I have done is I've prepared a couple, but I'm going to show you how to make them. So I have here just a paper towel folded in half long ways, because I'm going to use this to make 2 bridges. Okay, so you see how it's long side this way? I'm going to fold it down. And then I'm just going to roll it up. It doesn't even have to be nice and neat. I'm just going to roll that up and press it down. And when I fold it in half, I can take my scissors and just snip them apart, and now I have 2 bridges. Okay, I will do one more set really quickly. Long edge. This way is long edge. Fold it down. Put it on the table. Roll it up. Push it down to get a little bit of a crease in there. Fold it over, and I'm going to clip it. So now I have all of my bridges that I need. I'm going to take each bridge and make a little crease mark right at the halfway point. Okay? And this is going to bridge from one cup into the next. So let me get all of my little bridges prepared. And then, if you are able, and you're not on your way to literally do this science experiment right now, I would recommend testing out this experiment at home once, just because different brands of food dye are different strengths. And I tested out this food dye last night, and I found that my red was a little weaker than the other red that I used when we tested this, when we actually did this VBS. So I'm going to add more drops than the instructions say to mine, just to compensate for that. So every other cup has water, and then every other one is empty still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue. And then I'm going to add extra red. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just because I tested and I knew that my red was weak. Okay, time to put in the bridges. Just put them in from one cup to the next. And we are going to watch the water walk from the full cups over toward the empty cups, and see if we can't make some intermediate colors. All right, well, I had started a set right before I showed you how to make this one, and you can see here that between, I'm going to pull these out just so I can lift this up, between my blue and my red, can you see the color? It's kind of purple. It is purple. Between my blue and my yellow, I've made green. And between my red and my yellow, I've made orange. So, God made colors. Totally amazing that we can just mix them together and get something completely new. Today we're actually going to try to solve a mystery. There are some things that we're just not able to understand fully, like God. There's a lot of things about God that we won't ever completely understand. But this mystery we can solve. So I have a couple tips for you. When you have to make your purple cabbage juice to be your indicator to test for the pH for these different substances. You can look online for something called red cabbage jiffy juice if you want. And it's actually a dried powder. You just add some water to it to reconstitute it. And therefore, you don't have to boil all the cabbage water. That's up to you. It's just an extra little tip. Now, what I've done here is I've taken the 10 items that were on the list and I've put like a teaspoon into each of these little cups. I have not yet done my clear soda or my seltzer water because I couldn't travel with those to get here. So let me fill those very quickly. And also, I have not yet put water into just a couple of the solids, just so you can see about how much water I put in there. So there are the 2 liquids that I was missing. The rest of these I had prepped already. You can prep them in advance because it would be very, very difficult to try to prep 10 little cups. It's just these little cups, 10 little cups for each rotation that you have. So you can go ahead early on and put your solids in there, your powders in there, add a little bit of water to it. And then I will just put the lid back on for just a moment and shake it up. And then we will be ready to test our pH. So you might want to tell the kids a little bit about pH, the difference between acids and bases. And our purple cabbage juice has pigment in it called anthocyanin that will help us determine if these are acids or bases. You should have in your resources a paper for the kids to fill out. Depending on how many kids you have, you might want to, like if you had 10 kids to a table, you can give each kid one, or if you have less kids, they can just work together to get these finished. But all they're going to do is they're going to add a dropper of purple cabbage juice and watch the color change. So once they've done this, then we're going to ask them if they think they have an acid or base. And once they have determined that, we will let them bring them up to the front. Oh, that one turned a nice blue. We'll let them bring them up to the front. I have the controls up here. I did that one. I think that should be it, right? Did I do them all? I didn't do that one. Nope, I hadn't. So just going to shake up the ones that need shook. Each of these little cups will have a number on it, and the number is going to correspond to which item that it was. And once the kids have decided if they have an acid or base, they can bring it up front and compare it. I have some controls that I have pre-made up here also in the little cups, or you can also use something like one of these test tubes, and then the kids can come up. And on these, instead of just having the number, you're going to actually put the name on there of what the item was, and then the kids can try to decide which item that they had. And so they're going to solve their mystery.